Are you a carbon-based terrestrial sentient organism? Are you interested in ideas and feelings and concepts? Well, so are we. So why don't you get on in here, pull up a chair, sit on the floor. It's filling up. Get your seat early. This is the podcast for empathy and imagination. My name is Aubrey Cloutier.
And I am Drew Clark. I would like to acknowledge you for taking the time to listen to our show. Welcome.
Welcome. You want to check in?
Let's do our check-in.
Cool.
Yeah, all right. Welcome.
It's a hot day here.
Yeah. You want to start us off?
I can start us
You
off.
start us off. I can bless the space.
I will check in. Changed my diet a little bit.
Oh.
Trying to phase simple carbs out, which is hard. It's hard to filter out those simple carbs. You know, things like rice, bread, sugary, muffiny, Danish
Bakery things.
stuff.
Yeah. Sandwiches.
So my carb levels have been going down.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's probably less than 100 a day for the past week or so.
Cool.
Which is good. It feels good. I can already feel myself losing weight. So I think I might be really sensitive to carbs.
Okay.
Love them, you know. My bad habit is eating like at night and having carbs at night.
Yeah.
So
like
I'm trying
muffins? Like what are you eating?
Yeah, like chips, snacky foods. So I've decided to cut some carbs out, which feels good, and sort of adopting some ideas that I read about in Scott Adams's book, How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big. And he talks about taking willpower out of the equation for eating. Right, because you only have so much willpower in the day. Yeah. So his one of his systems was like, just make it super easy to eat healthy. So like if you open the fridge, there is nothing. You don't have any food that's bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
You only have food that's good for you, which is, easy. But the next step would be to have it already prepared.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not pulling out a carrot and cutting the carrot each time. You already prepared the carrots. Let's say Sunday is your prep day.
Mm-hmm.
You prepare a bunch of carrots. You prepare a bunch of celery, cucumbers, and you can just have those in Tupperware and water, right? And maybe you do your like quinoa or pasta or something on Sunday and freeze it all.
Well,
or just put it in the fridge.
Wouldn't pasta be really carby?
Pasta has carbs, yeah. But something like maybe quinoa or something.
Some kind
or
of
you just have a
grit,
Tupperware, like just in the fridge, filled with, maybe some kind of grain and veggies mixed in. So you just open the Tupperware, drag a bowl through it and put it in the microwave.
There you go.
So you don't have to like do cooking. Everything is just mindless. Oh, okay, here it is. I'm just scooping it.
I like to use the bowl you're eating with to scoop. That's
Yeah.
fucking next level. Because you're not dirtying a spoon also. Yeah, okay, I appreciate that. Yeah. So I would also include like meat. Like I would buy a whole bird and cook it up. You have a lighter?
I don't.
Buy a whole bird, cook it up, and then break it apart and eat it over time. You just reach in and tear off a piece, shove it in your mouth.
So you have to do a lot of prep on one day, but other than like peanuts are easy to eat, there's no prep. So if you can have things that are good for you that require minimal amount of prep, that seems like a good system. So you don't have to think about, oh, what am I going to eat? And I don't really feel like cooking. I'll just order out.
Yeah.
You make it super easy to eat healthy by A, not having things that are unhealthy in your house, and B, having healthy things super convenient to eat.
That sounds good.
So I'm trying that out. It's working well.
So you're feeling good.
Feeling good. riding my bike to work more often.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like 3 days a week
3 days a week on the bike.
on the bike. At least 2 miles each day. Well, 4 miles each day or something.
There you go.
That feels good. Feels like some of the musical projects are getting some heat
Mm-hmm.
under their wings. Guest speakers are Spooky Doom Metal band.
Mm-hmm.
Just recorded last weekend.
Yes,
That's why there was no podcast.
Yeah.
So we recorded, and that turned out better than I thought it would in terms of the actual fidelity of the sounds.
Yeah.
It sounded pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So I was happy about that. And my yacht rock band has a show coming up August 2nd
Cool.
in San Francisco.
Is it your first gig?
First gig.
August 2nd. Cool.
August 2nd, which is like a Thursday.
Okay.
So that's like 2 hours of music, covers, quote unquote yacht rock hits of the 70s
Mm-hmm.
and early 80s. And that's in the city at Piano Fight, which is like a piano bar.
That's cool.
thing.
Cool name. I
So-
like that.
That's cool.
Right on.
And I did make a logo for us, but I
Oh.
think I sent it to you, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
we
it's
got-
we can't terminate the stream. But
No.
let me try to find it here, and I'll just quickly show you.
Okay. Awesome.
The band is called Sausalito, which is sort of a reference. Here's a little logo I made.
Okay. Boats sway, yachts rock. Oh, okay. I like that. That's good.
Tried to make it sort of 70s looking,
Mm-hmm. It is. It's 70s-esque.
70s-esque. So, yeah, bands, things are going. The 90s indie rock band, Orville, is going well. We recorded in early May, so we still have one more studio visit to wrap up overdubs and backing vocals and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that feels good too. We haven't practiced in a while, but that's because people are on vacation in the summer. And yeah, music's good. Exercising a lot. Eating healthy, or trying to. And working all the time.
Cool.
That's my check-in. Let me
Okay.
do the check-in segue. Checked in.
We're checked in. Okay. A little quiet.
A little quiet. Checked in.
There we go. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Well, in the immediate, I got to do my bike ride today, which was cool. It's like 5.5 miles, like 900 feet of elevation in a 45-minute period. It's a good little 45 minutes. Always makes my brain feel better. What else is true about my recent past? Well, there's some big news. Might as well drop it in the check-in here to have it some sense. We are not going to be able to retain this studio. In fact, we have to move out of here. So the landlord who owns the space, the apartment we're in underneath this house, and then there's this studio, he's got to move back in because he's going to go to nursing school, and he's not going to be able to afford. Basically, he has to move back home to finish this 2-year program. It only cost him $90,000 to do it, so
Wow.
No big deal. But then he can be a nurse and move away, but he's got to move back to his own place. I get that. So we get to move again, and we're on the hunt.
Yeah.
But he's cool about it. So we actually, time is on our side. So we have until December, but we're allowed to leave early without penalty. So we're pretty lucky that we have time on our side. But the baby's coming.
Yeah.
And we've got the studio here and all this stuff, and it's gotta go somewhere, or we gotta throw it in the trash. I mean, it's like one of those two things, and I just don't think the trash is gonna work out. So it's gotta go somewhere. So that feels weird. Part of me trusts that wherever we go, it'll be even better in some ways than this space.
I think so.
Yeah, part of me trusts that it's gonna work out even better, and it could be. We're open to a few different kind of scenarios, some cohabitation with certain friends or family members could occur.
Yeah.
There's potentials for taking the whole farm with us. That's kind of the hope, is that we get a backyard and a laundry room, and it's comfortable. Maybe the neighborhood's not so bad, but we're sharing it with people.
Mm-hmm.
So that the little squirt can grow up in a not so much gunfire and screaming environment. That's a thought. Not that happens here. I mean, this space is great, but there are certain places we could afford that it might be screamy.
Grow up in a quiet, safe environment.
Semi-quiet.
And then play violent video games where people are screaming and shooting.
There we go.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
But what's the priority there for moving? Like, is it cost? Is it distance? Is it space?
The real main priority is proximity to the pool route.
Okay.
It's got to be somewhere drivable to be able to work the business of Clark Pool and Spa, a sponsor.
Right.
So that's a real priority. Secondarily to that, the price has to make sense for our life,
Mm-hmm.
And you're living here in the Bay Area, it's really hard to get away with anything less than $1,000 a person. It's hard, even almost in any scenario. But then there's weird stuff too, like this. I went to this land. Actually, I do have a little video.
Oh yeah,
of this land. Okay. Yeah, I can show this. It'll just take a second. So this guy was like, "Yeah, bring your tiny house, and you can park it here." And I was like, "I don't own a tiny house yet. But how about a trailer?" And he was like, "No, we can't have any of those big ugly trailers with the slide outs. It's just too ugly." I was like, "Okay."
Cosmetics was the issue. No?
Right.
Yeah. Huh.
So, but then he was only going to charge $700.
Oops, sorry.
It's all right. I'm okay. Okay. Well, it just startled me. He's going to only charge us $700 for both of us to park at tiny house there. So that we could really get ahead if that were the case. So there's like backdoor stuff, and then he's going to put a yurt on the land too. He's got like an acre in El Sobrante, and there's already a couple of like trailer cabin things kind of spread out on the space, and he wants to use it for a retreat center. So
it sounds,
it's up my alley.
Promising. This could be something.
Yeah, and he was cool with the rabbits and chickens coming along. So it's like, but I can't afford to buy a tiny house, and I don't want to live in a tiny house.
You would have to put a bunch of money up front for that scenario, right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
$10,000 for a tiny house. What is the cost?
The cheap $30,000 would be the extreme brother hookup.
Huh. That's as big as a semi-trailer, right?
No, this is something like 30 feet long and 8.5 feet wide, which is cool. That's cool.
8.5 feet wide. Yeah.
Because it has to go down the freaking highway.
Down the highway. Shit.
So you can't do slide outs on that. My brother hasn't yet put a slide out on a tiny house. I think he could. But I mean, I'm not ready for that purchase. And the thing is, if that part, like, this is the thing. So it's like exchange danger change. Because what if the guy leaves and he's like, "You guys have to go"? Then where do we put that goddamn tiny house?
Right.
There's nowhere else to put it. So it's like a dangerous move. So it's probably more likely that we're going to rent a house with a backyard with some other person or people. But there's going to be a newborn doing all kinds of newborn noises and actions.
Yeah.
And that's going to be difficult for me. And it's going to be difficult for everybody for a while. And I'm thinking about
For
all
a while,
things.
yeah.
For
It's
a
like, what,
while.
15 years?
No, well, my
The
mom.
crying and the whining.
Last night I was on the phone with my mom, and she said, well, what I got to do was after 6 weeks, I would keep them up till midnight, and then they'd sleep until 6 a.m. Because at that point, it's basically a night of sleep. I mean, it's almost. And she'd keep me up till midnight, and then I'd go to bed, and then we'd both wake up at 6.
Like, keep you up in what way?
Playing
Like,
with me.
play with you.
Playing
Yeah.
with me, yeah. Touching my head.
Wake up. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good strategy.
I'm gonna, I think, explore that. Not before 6 weeks though. That seems harsh. But I can't imagine for 6 weeks waking up every 2 hours. That just sounds like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in a real rough shape doing these fucking pools. It's gonna be crazy. So then, okay, add new roommates on top of that. You know, it's like, whew.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so my check-in. Let me keep that going. So
Yeah.
feelings about that are I feel like we're gonna find something even cooler than this, and the podcast for Empathy and Imagination will have a new revivification, a third studio incarnation. I feel like that's likely. It's probably gonna be a garage in this new scenario, which would be cool with me. It would be the brewery recording studio podcast room. It'd be like
Workshop.
manhole.
Manhole.
Yeah. That's a good name for it too. Manhole.
Manhole.
Yeah.
Could
So-
do our sewage work there.
Right. We could do sewage work. We could grind wood into dust. We could eviscerate metal shards into flame. I mean, there's lots of things we can do. So definitely that stuff. So okay, I'm feeling positive, but dang, we got to move again. Part of me knew not to build a hot tub here. Like, don't do it, Drew. Don't do it. You're just giving it away. So I didn't.
Yeah. That's the benefit of having a house is you're not going to get kicked off the land.
That's why I want to own a spot to start not leaving. You know.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. I wouldn't want to. I think I want to be there year round all the time. I want to at least have a hippie van or maybe a little motorhome to go other places. You know.
Like Burning
Man, like other festivals, like L.A. Sometimes there's cool stuff to do there, you know.
Yeah, LA's pretty cool.
So let me round out my check-in here. Yeah, I guess let's ding it.
Ding it.
Call that the dinged. Let's call me checked in there.
All right. Checked in.
All right, so welcome to the show, everybody. Sounds like we got a few topics today.
Got a few topics.
Okay.
Let's start off with something called the vault. I'm sure many things are called the vault, but so this is a bunker in Norway which contains seeds for every edible plant. So look at this. Looks like a Star Wars vehicle. So it's like built into the side of a mountain.
Nice.
And it contains copies of every edible plant. Seeds for every edible plant. Svalbard is a remote Norwegian archipelago with reindeer, Arctic foxes, and only around 2,500 humans. But it is also home to a vault containing seeds for virtually every edible plant one can imagine. Thousands of varieties of corn, rice, and more, serving as a seed backup for humanity. For each crop, there's an envelope with 500 seeds. And it's just like a warehouse
Wow, that's awesome.
thing.
I feel safer.
Yeah, so the origins of this are one dude during World War II, Nikolai Vavilov. Let's see, what happened? So during the war, he developed the idea of collecting the seeds Understanding how crop diversity across the world works, maybe it could help save crop failures. So thanks to Nikolai, this vault exists. And that is pretty cool. Seed Vault may be the most famous such facility in the world, but is not the only one. So there are other vaults. There's one in Seed Bank in Syria.
Huh.
And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Well, what about, do they
that's
keep
kinda cool.
human semen and eggs in there too?
I think it's just edible plants.
They don't have any animal embryos?
I don't think there's any animal stuff there.
Huh.
It's all
So they got
agricultural.
like kaboki squash and banana seeds.
You're
and stuff.
thinking like a Noah's Ark.
Well,
Embryonic Noah's Ark. It just
don't we have-
contains embryos for every species, right?
well, yeah. Don't we have eggs and sperm available in centers now?
There's got to be something like that.
Would we want to do that?
Have
I know,
like
okay, I see.
cows and
I see it now. So underground, there's like some kind of sensor that if everyone dies, then it puts the sperm with the egg and makes new babies and they crawl out, like just on autopilot.
yeah, right.
Isn't that a good idea?
Like a backup
Yeah,
system.
backup people.
Life backup. That's good. So it just repopulates Earth if there's a global catastrophe. It waits maybe it waits 100 years.
Yeah. Some kind of sensors to see about, the quality
Radiation
of stuff.
and
Yeah. That's cool.
That's a good
Star Trek episode.
yeah, that's a great premise for something.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, I thought that was interesting. The vault, that's cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the Golden Age. There's a lot of cool science stories,
Yeah.
for sure. So there's more. So that was a quick one.
Okay. Well, yeah.
A seed vault, pretty cool.
That's cool.
Basically backing up every plant.
Can you imagine being the person having to go there and to get seeds out and trying to stick them in the dirt somewhere? I mean,
Yeah.
nothing will grow near the Norwegian vault, though.
No.
So then
You'd have to go
take
somewhere to
those,
bring
take
them
those seeds
somewhere else.
else. Yeah. I guess it's maybe good that it's hard to get to.
Yeah, I guess that's the idea. It's remote and it's cold, so things are naturally refrigerated.
And there's no reason to bomb it. But somebody could.
You could.
That would be a sick, probably man.
Probably. So yeah, that was my first little mini science topic.
Okay, cool. Was that like science update or?
Well, I got some more science updates, but
Let's do
that
it.
was one that was sort of waiting for a while. From a few weeks ago. I did find that bike that has a 50-mile range.
Oh, you know what? I didn't show the video. While you're finding that, I'm going to play the video of the land. Go ahead.
Is it playing? Yeah.
Cool. Ready?
So I guess they did a Kickstarter to get this thing going, and now it's done, and they're accepting pre-orders.
Oh.
Basically, a fat-tired bike,
Okay, we got to see this.
but it's also foldable.
A foldable fat tire.
I could give you the website if you want.
Yeah, send me the website.
It's MOAR.bike. So MOAR.bike. It's got big fat tires on it, so it's kind of a traveling, trekking, all-terrain bike. Waterproof. It's an e-bike too. It's got waterproof wiring. It's got some big old headlights. It's also foldable,
Wow.
so it's pretty cool. If you are there on the website, can you see it?
We're trying to get to it now.
Oh, okay.
It'll be here available just momentarily. Keep telling us more about this sexy. Oh, here we go. Ooh, yeah. Is that at the Nevada desert there?
MOAR bike is a lifestyle. We design our e-bikes to be used every day, not just for weekends or just as a commuter bike.
It's a lifestyle. So it helps, it pushes?
Yeah. When you ride your e-bike as much as we do, you'll appreciate the thoughts we put into our bikes. Full throttle all the time. Powerful electric drivetrain. Similar to what is used in Tesla cars. So they're doing the persuasion by association there, associating themselves with Tesla. Full suspension, front and rear. It's got big old fat tires, which is good for stability, not that great for speed.
It'll go 50 miles on its battery?
Let's see if they give us that.
Wow.
I can't find that info. It's got a rear rack.
It looks like it's also the battery.
Pedal assist system, yes.
Feature.
Disc brakes, which are great, as we know. If you're in the rain, disc brakes are 10 times better than regular brakes. It's got a horn and a turn signals, apparently.
Yeah, I got this list here.
Okay, good. Does it say how long it goes?
Yeah, we see powerful electric drivetrain, a 48-volt Samsung lithium battery similar to what is used in Tesla electric cars.
Okay, you're reading what I just read.
One of the safest in the industry, driving a reliable and powerful 8-fun motor, 500 watt, okay, or more. More torque and power than a lot of e-bikes on the market, which can take you to the speed limits, 20 miles an hour with silent ease. Ooh, nice click.
A little poppity.
So it'll go 20, which is the limit.
20, okay.
Okay, the 10 amp hour battery runs about 50 kilometers or 30 miles on battery power only.
That's a little more than usual.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see that number just increase over time.
And the 14AH one should run about 70 kilometers or 45 miles on flat ground in the city on a single charge. You can easily double the distance covered by using PAS, pedal assist system.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
So,
when it realizes that
pedal assist system.
Yeah.
All motorbikes are equipped with LCD readouts and 5 levels of PAS, allowing you to tailor trim your riding style and workout levels as well as manage your range. Up to 40 kilometers in a single charge on electricity alone and 80 kilometers or more with PAS. Of course, we have throttle control as well. How much is this fucking thing? I want it
it's
now.
It's going to be
the bike
1,000 plus.
But the bike order warriors could be so much fun.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as grueling. It would
could
be
go
a little
way
more
further.
We could go further. It would still be grueling, I think. We would just go farther.
Yeah.
Like we could go to Henry Co. 100 miles. And be like, done.
We'd be cooked, but it wouldn't be as cooked. And we could probably plug in at the ranger station.
And recharge it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
I would use the pedal assist most of the time, right? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
A little sturdier, a little less, I don't know. It's exciting.
It is exciting.
Stirred, not shaken, our mission. MOAR bike is a lifestyle. And MOAR, we design our e-bikes to be used every day, not just for weekends, right? That's what you're talking about.
And it folds up, too, which is...
Rear rack. It's folding, yeah. Horn and turn, in-frame, waterproof. Wow. Well, okay, pre-order. Let's see what do we get? Here's a nice camera angle we got going on there. There's a little video. They rated 1.2 million in Indiegogo.
Not bad.
And then backer kit.
Oh yeah, so 2,600. But the lowest
2,600. Where's that?
The lowest is like 1,700.
Oh, 2,600. Oh no, there's a 1,400.
1,400, yeah.
Is that a child's version?
Sun and Fun. It looks like it. I can't tell though. Maybe it just has less features.
Reserve now, pay later pre-order.
So yeah, I mean 1700, 1400 to 2600 basically.
So $2,000.
It's an investment.
$2,000.
Buying
at
a
least.
motorcycle, cheaper, a little cheaper.
It's yeah. That's getting it. If you're gonna pay $2,000 on a motorcycle, you're gonna get a pretty good one.
And then you have insurance, gas,
Oil changes,
oil,
you know.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
With this, you don't have that.
Any of that.
Can't
No
go
insurance.
can't go on the freeway with this thing, but
No. But it feels like you could hack it to go more than 20. I know that's the speed limit. I wonder if one could get it to
MPH,
go 30,
yeah.
35, you know. Still, you can't go on the freeway. But I don't know. I also crave an electric dirt bike. I was cleaning pools the other day, and there's this kid on, you know,
Like
how
motocross?
dirt bikes look? Yeah.
yeah.
You know, like motocross. This little kid was on an electric motocross. Like, I saw it in this wealthy neighborhood. Not gas. It was like a motocross, but it was like, but it was just electric.
That'd be fucking fun.
The thing is, I could tell it was really weak sauce and a little old. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I mean, it looks like it, but it's a little weak, you know?
Yeah.
But I was like, the spirit's there.
Yeah. In like a couple years, that'll be
Yeah.
just mint. Same thing with this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, e-bikes. How old is the e-bike concept? It's probably pretty old, but
well, the first car
only
was
in the
electric.
past like 5 years you've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Just the technology has improved so much.
Waterproof pannier bag, $79.
Here we go.
There's a built-in GPS system.
Yeah, I mean, this is like Bike Warriors shit.
That's what we were talking. Yeah, we've talked about a lot of this. So it's foldable. It's power assist or full go. It's got good range. You can go off-road. It's tour ready. It's got horn lights. It's like the safety's way
up, yeah.
It's more than a double in the safety meter with all that stuff, blinkers and horns, and you've got the shrouds over the wheels. It's like this is more like, you know, longer distance kind of stuff.
Yeah, you could do a world tour with one of these things.
Yeah. As long as you get voltage, maybe
Yeah.
some kind of solar system comes along with you, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, I see it now. The soft-sided thing hangs over the pannier bags. It's
Right.
raining. We're still charging.
Right.
Still charging the batteries in the rain for that pedal assistance.
Or even regenerative braking, where they use the energy
Is that
of
built
going
into
downhill.
this? This might have that. Does it have that?
I don't know. I know some of the Segway stuff had that,
This is a shift sensor.
where when it's going downhill, it actually uses some of the brake energy to recharge. Tiny bit.
Priuses do that too.
Yeah, it's exciting. So if you have $3,000 to send us, we'll gladly test it out.
Hey, MOAR, if you're listening now, the Bike Order Warriors will take 2, and we'll just borrow them from you.
We'll thrash them and
Film it. And you get a
film
show.
it, and we'll see how they stand up. But this is pretty exciting technology.
Okay, what goes fast needs to stop fast. Whether you're opting for the hydraulic-assisted or manual power disc brakes, we use 180 millimeter disc brakes front and back instead of the industry standard 160. More stopping power to ensure you can stop on a dime, but no time when you need. So it doesn't sound like regenerative braking.
Yeah, I think it's just
Just
standard disc brakes.
So we're already talking about modding the bike we can't afford.
Already
Yeah.
talking about it. Yep. That's what we do here on the show. That's the imagination part of
Yeah.
the show.
We mod it. We're modding.
Advancement of concepts.
Okay. So I can, my fantasy brain takes over and I go, man, this bike would be, it wouldn't be, I still like just the hard work of pumping up hills.
Yes.
I still like that. I think I would still do that. And to do to do Henry Coe or Sacramento or potentially Butano, this would make that like doable.
Yeah.
And I think a little funner.
Yeah, because you want to get that balance of fun and workout, right?
Mhm.
You don't want to overdo it. You sort of want to just underdo it, so that you want to do it tomorrow. You know,
'Cause you got
just like
to.
working out.
Mm.
Way more effective a system is to underdo it rather than overdo it. You overdo it, you're tired, you're sore, you're like, fuck, I don't want to work out today.
Mm-hmm.
But you underdo it, you're kind of like,
You're thirsty.
you're like teasing yourself
Mhm.
for tomorrow.
You leave yourself a little bit hungry, so you go back and get more.
Yeah, and I think that works with creativity too.
Mm.
I'm going to write 1 page today, and then you write it, and you're like, fuck, I can't keep going. I'm at the end of the page. But tomorrow, okay, all right, tomorrow. Now I'm psyched for tomorrow. Because now I know what I'm gonna do, you know.
Oh, interesting.
So that leads to like Nobel Prizes, like Ernest Hemingway. That was his system.
Mm-hmm.
He would write only a specific amount per day, and it would just hard stop, even if he still had ideas and energy. That way, he would be just primed for the next day.
Huh.
So yes, this could enable Bike Warriors to do like hundreds of miles. You know, I mean, 30. If you get 30 miles free,
Mm-hmm.
I think our longest trip was
6:52.
yeah, something like that. So you could go 80 miles in a day.
Yeah.
That would be. That's a long ways.
Well, eventually more, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not just 30 bonus. If you're doing the power pedal assist, it sounds like, you can go even further. Maybe 45 assisted miles, you know what I mean? And then, so I don't know. It's like I kind of want to try it out.
Yeah, it'd be nice to try it out.
Co. Try it out. Do Henry Co. See how it goes. Come on, Moan Bike.
Yeah.
EmpathyandImagination.com. That's cool. It's cool to imagine the future of that too, because you can see a trajectory. Because I want to be able to like go, you know,
yeah,
you know, the like that style of whoosh,
Mm-hmm.
go fast fun with an electric dirt bike. That would be really fun. Because you get back to the ranch, you just pull the battery out, put it on the charger, pull one off the charger, put it in the thing. You know,
That's a good point too. You could carry an extra battery.
yeah, you could carry an extra battery. Oh, on these too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only $360 more to have an extra battery. But that's not that much.
No.
Can you imagine just a huge bag of batteries, and you just one bag of stuff, and you're just
eating Cheetos.
Yeah, you're just eating and
It's like a bag of Cheetos in your lap, just like
I'm going biking.
full throttle. It's like watching a movie or something.
Yeah, that's like a Wall-E. Sad. They're like, I'm going bicycle camping. Slurping down like sugarized mayonnaise and.
Yeah, I'm going bicycle camping, and then they're just like in an enclosed bike, and then they arrive at the campsite, and there's enclosed bubble.
Around
Never get outside. No sun, no air.
No exercise.
Yeah, man, I'm camping.
I rode my bike here. Yeah. I'd like to.
It's all pale and sickly.
Soft.
I'm camping. Yeah, I do like the raw power, just 2 wheels and a metal thing.
Mm-hmm.
No electricity.
You feel powerful. I wonder if we were to start using electric assist, or when we do, because we'll get old, will we miss the full autonomy part? Because we've been really big on that. I've really liked that. I think some of that retains if I'm gonna carry a solar panel, and yeah, something about charging the battery partially from the sun feels more like natural. That's not the right word.
Yeah, like you have to be out in the sun longer to charge more.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe you would.
It's exciting.
Maybe you would have it like you'd have to stay an extra day just to recharge the thing.
Right. Yeah.
And then it would be more natural. Ooh.
You bring a generator so you can charge the battery.
I just had a bad idea. So there's a double kickstand, so you can pedal to charge the battery. Like, if that would work,
huh?
But then why not just pedal where you're going?
Yeah.
So it's back to
the whole conservation of energy thing.
It's an interesting topic, and I apply empathy and imagination to that topic, and it fits.
Yeah, it's it gets your imagination going for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we have a sounds good.
Yeah. Let's do our sounds
transition
good.
into sounds good.
Yeah. Let's do our sounds good.
This is
I wish we had a lighter to light good.
yeah.
Oh well.
This is a song that we recorded last weekend.
Mm-hmm. What instrument are you doing on this one?
And I'm doing bass guitar.
Okay. I'm doing the drums.
And this is a very rough, just initial mix down. There's been no mixing, no mastering, obviously. It's just as raw as it can be. Here we go. This one's called Apotheosis. Vocals. Maybe they were muted. A little teaser there. The vocal track is not present,
Yeah.
so I didn't want to go full bore on that. But there's
Well,
vocals on that too.
Nice fade out. That was cool. Yeah. Well, cool. That's a little teaser, and that's going to be mixed and mastered with the vocals soon, and
That's from the guest speakers. That's
you guys
the
are going to
name of the
rock out
band.
to it, you know?
Yeah.
You're totally going to rock out to it. It's
So that-
great stuff.
Little teaser.
Yeah.
Little teaser there. What else we got? We have The Coldest Temperature on Earth. That was recently recorded.
Wow, where?
Now, they haven't been... I mean, this is since 1983 was the last...
Good year.
Was the last one that was recorded. South Pole. Temperature in Antarctica dropped to negative 144.
Oof. Oh my God. Negative 144.
This is like being on another planet. If you were outside and you took a breath, you would die. Because your lungs would hemorrhage immediately. Just a few breaths of air would induce hemorrhaging in your lungs.
They would just pop.
Negative 144. Temperature was recorded using satellite measurements in the depths of winter where the sun never rises, in the middle of Antarctica.
When was this recorded?
Just this month, this week,
Wow.
2 days ago.
That sounds so
That's-
fucking cold, man. Because I try to revert. Okay, my brain goes like, okay, so I've been in 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. I've been in 121, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. I've been in that.
Yeah.
And I try to think about another 20 degrees
On the warm side.
on the warm. I try to put my brain there and think about it. It's like, that is so oppressively hot. It's just
Yeah.
like, you're just like, could you do anything but lay down and be hard to breathe, as far as I could tell. And I try to think about, okay, now
Just
what if,
be drinking
we
water
reverse that?
all day. Like IV of water. So you don't dehydrate.
I don't even know if that would work.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be a hell. You'd need it.
Negative 144.
So that's okay. So if I go down to 0, I'm already at 32 degrees below anywhere near where I want to be.
Yeah.
So we're at the way past freezing point, and then you go like, okay, let's go 100 degrees more cold to imagine how's it like 0 difference. And I'm like, okay, well that'd be I'm starting to like freeze up. I mean, like joints are getting hurt, and if it's negative 100, like my I'm starting to freeze up. I'm starting to shiver, and I'm breaking down right there. But then for it to like the wind to pick up, and for it to spike down 44
half
more
again
degrees.
As much, yeah.
I mean, I couldn't. That just seems.
It's like your eyeballs would just freeze.
Yeah, like there couldn't be any liquids around.
Mm-mm.
You
would pee and it would just freeze your pee-pee.
It would freeze in your penis.
You're right.
If you pulled your
The
penis
tip
out of your
penis,
pants,
just crusty, frozen pee.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Man.
If you had the mister on, would that help? Could you get it out, do you think? Well, if
you'd probably create like icicle, snow. Mister would just be snow.
If you had a penis jacket around your penis and then the mister, it was like insulated.
You'd create yellow snow.
Yeah, you could mist. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Huh.
Small bits of yellow snow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pea crystals.
Man, 144 degrees.
Yeah, it's insane.
I don't want to go there. Yeah, that feels like Mars temperatures or like how cold the moon is or something. I'm just such a soft, squishy little wuss.
Prefer the warm. Prefer extreme heat to extreme cold.
Well, of course. I mean, I'll lean that way because I feel like it's my responsibility to lean a certain way. But everyone really wants it to be like 71 degrees and just soft, but not too soft and ooh.
Yeah.
And I'm like that too. Of course, it'd be nice to never think about weather, but then you'd miss it if you never thought, "Oh, it's cold," or even a thought,
"Yeah,
like,
that's
it's windy."
California, you get that way.
You forget about the weather.
You just sort of like, oh, well, every day is the same, weather-wise. More so in Southern California.
Yeah.
L.A., it's just every day is the same.
It's like 82 every day.
Like, you can see how that would. You could feel like you were in some kind of hell.
Because it didn't
stasis, because nothing's. It's just okay, palm trees, sun, again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, negative 144. It's pretty crazy.
Check. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Testing. We back? Huh. Sort of like technical failures are part of the show. Planned or unplanned, you'll never know.
You never know. Expect the unexpected here on Empathy and Imagination. Entropy and intrication.
Entropy and epiflammication. That's not a word.
What else we got? They recently, they've been doing some testing. Wind power will work on Mars.
Really?
This is a game changer from bigthink.com. So they have a Martian, they're simulating the Martian atmosphere. In a wind tunnel. And they think wind power Mars is a viable source of wind energy.
This is news.
We can say for the first time and with certainty that yes, you can use wind power on Mars.
You know, the thing about wind power is there's a efficiency maximum built into it. Wind generators can only ever be 51% efficient. Most are closer to in the teens, but they're getting some are near 30% efficient.
Okay, so it's like the efficiency is only going to go up, but it's
there's
not
a cap
there yet. Yeah,
that's why solar. I think is more exciting than wind because you can I think keep going.
Okay,
but supposedly there's a built-in maximum to wind power.
I see. You seen those hydropower, the tidal energy things?
Which ones?
Big floaters that just go up and down on arms.
Oh, and they just
Yeah. It's just like
yeah. Mm-hmm. And they're charging.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mars's atmospheric conditions are notoriously dicey. The rover Curiosity just survived a hellish sand and windstorm. Conditions tested in the wind tunnel mimic those of the far northern area of the planet,
Huh.
with 30 mph winds. So that's exciting. We can go to Mars. There's like organic molecules on Mars. There might be organic molecules on the moon of Saturn.
There's
wind. We're finding out more about Jupiter's atmosphere. There's might be potentially a shitload of helium-3 on the moon, which we can use for energy, potentially, nuclear energy, but without the radiation effects.
How really?
So
Helium-3?
this is the golden age.
What's
people.
helium-3? What is that?
Helium-3 is an isotope of helium that's super rare on Earth, but is abundant on the moon because there's no atmosphere, and it's just the solar wind has just been bringing this stuff to the moon. So it's just an isotope. It's a version of helium, basically. Fewer electrons, or whatever an isotope is.
And we could use that to like inflate our bladders to space sails.
We could use it to generate nuclear energy, but there wouldn't be radioactive effect. It wouldn't generate any radioactivity, so it wouldn't be as lethal as current nuclear power plants, which are using like uranium or something, plutonium, uranium.
Could we build one of these on Mars?
Should build it on the moon.
The moon.
That's
what I meant.
Yeah.
So we go to the
moon.
Or
just harvest it and
bring it back
wouldn't
down.
have to use oil anymore.
Well, that'd be cool.
It's like the mega element for for energy generation.
Because we can make it won't be as toxic.
Yeah. You could have safe nuclear power.
Huh.
It's just there isn't that much of it on Earth at all. It's super rare.
You'd probably find it in the middle of a stone buried down, little bits.
So these are positive developments. It seems like the next thing that would be cool to have a huge innovation on would be propulsion, rocketry.
Oh, besides just burning stuff?
Yeah, because if we find something promising, an exoplanet or whatever, then the trick is going to be how do we get there in time? How do we get there quickly? But it's pretty exciting learning a shitload more about our solar system. And, there might be organic molecules on the moon of Saturn. Might be organic molecules on Mars. Mars might have had life before, 100 million years ago.
That'd be something.
It's never say never, right? Oh, we'll never find life. We'll find it. It's just going to be in might be a weird version of life or in a place that we don't know. So I feel like a lot of our traditional assumptions about just reality are leveling up, being upgraded
to closer approximations
or more useful approximations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we'll ever understand the basic nature of reality because it's all just humans subjectively interpreting
Yeah,
the
it's hard to
perceptions.
measure the house when you're inside the kitchen,
If you think about times past, almost every idea has been modified or proved incorrect. We once thought that the Earth revolved around the sun and that the Earth was flat.
It was offensive to say otherwise.
And people were absolutely certain that those were true.
Like it was the God's truth.
So anytime you feel that you're 100% certain about something, there's a good chance that that's not the case.
Especially eventually.
Yes.
Especially eventually.
Yeah. So that's the science sort of update topic.
I'm liking
here.
it. I'm liking it.
And that's all I got.
Okay, well here, look at this with me real quick. I'm gonna do a split screen. I need your help. Can you see it? Essentially. Sort of. Okay. Let me just set this up. Just look at this with me. Okay. 3690, 3 bedroom, 1150 square foot, large 3 bedroom, one bath, garden flat, Strawberry Creek, Berkeley. 3-1. Dog's okay. Washer and dryer in unit.
Hey, you know what? I think my brother might have lived at this place. Exact place.
Really? Yeah. Let's go. Oh, let's do photos first, and then we'll read about it. Okay. So there's a little city downy area. Definitely not for smoking. Definitely not. Okay. Little kind of gardeny flowers.
Yeah, this is the exact apartment.
Your brother used to live here?
I've been inside this apartment.
The 3-1. Is it nice?
3-1. Maybe this was the downstairs unit.
There's a bedroom.
But it's got that patio.
Looks like an entry kitchen. Some kind of room. Weird storage. Oh, that's nice. Little bathroom, little shower. Kitchen to the backyard.
Yeah.
Sink's all the way tucked in. That's weird that there's not.
This looks very familiar.
Whoa.
It's not the washer and dryer, though.
Washer and dryer in the.
So maybe it's the same building, just a different unit.
Huh.
Yeah, I know exactly where this is. It's a nice little area.
Little closet. Big closet there. Yeah. Looks like carport area. Bike parking. Hammock. More flowers. Garden. Is it chickens back there?
I don't know this place.
Yeah, look, they got chickens.
I know that area, though. Strawberry Creek Park.
Yeah.
And
So
that looks like it's right over the creek.
this one? Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, look at this.
What
Renovated.
are the stats?
Okay. Large 3-bedroom, 1 bath, garden flat, Strawberry Creek in Berkeley. Large, lovely, modern, renovated this year. Home in the upper floor of a duplex overlooking Strawberry Creek. Enormous backyard, 45 by 105 feet. Flowers and vegetable gardens in Strawberry Creek. Definitely a special place for a gardener. Private in-house washer dryer, full-size kitchen with gas stove, granite counter, dishwasher, disposal, large side-by-side fridge. All new plumbing and electric dining room. Walk 1 block to SF Bus, 6 block to North Berkeley BART, 3 blocks to parks, and 10 blocks to downtown theater restaurants. Large bedrooms / living room with ample closets, window, built-in shelving, large kitchen with lots of counter space and cabinets. Strawberry Creek runs year-round through backyard. Large flower, large vegetable gardens with butterflies and hummingbirds, plus a chicken coop. Small deck patio with table chairs, hammock, and ping pong table. Ceramic floors, oak hardwood. Cats allowed inside and outside. Dogs allowed inside. No smoking allowed inside or outside. 1-year renewable lease available now. Good value. First-class place in Berkeley, central Berkeley.
Yeah, that is
Quiet duplex.
That is a sweet area. It's right. Do you know where that is?
Not specifically here.
Like, you know where Pizza Moda is in Berkeley on University? Pizza joint, or where like Andronico's used to be. Where it was a Savers for a while. Now it's a Target.
Difficult time here.
It's sort of
Yeah, I see
a
it.
few blocks up from
Just off
Lane
Sacramento.
Splitter.
Yeah, it's basically at University in Sacramento.
Yeah, it's funny. My brother and his wife lived there. Not the exact unit, but right there.
Huh. 36.9.
That's a lot.
That's really a lot.
37.
Yeah, 3,700. So what is that for 3-bedroom? What scenario? What possible survivable scenario could occur in something like this? Can you see one?
3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms.
One for the infant.
I guess.
That's like more than We'd be paying way more than we're paying now.
Way more.
You'd be paying more, and I'd be paying
Yeah.
more.
So then, okay, infants in my room, which that's what it'll be anyway. Rent out a third room.
Still paying more than $1,000 each. I mean, it's
For each
fucking
room?
crazy.
Yeah.
For each person.
Well, if it was 4 people,
Oh, yeah, okay.
it would be
Yeah. A little less than.
a little less. Okay, so
much,
this
man.
has been
Too much.
This has been looking for housing in Berkeley.
I like this bit, though.
Yeah,
I
you like
the
that?
bit.
You like that bit? Okay.
We can look at houses and just...
Go, fuck, expensive. Yeah. So that's the bit, like looking for housing. Okay, well.
You have any other candidates that you had queued up?
Let's come here. Just to scroll around here. I can't do that left-handed. I'm no good at that. Why don't you go away? I mean, what's this here? We'll just zoom in. Hey, what's that? 4,000 single-family house. Let's just take a look. All right, so dog's okay. Single house for rent available June 15th. Large open living space, 4-bedroom, perfect for multiple people. Spacious backyard for a dog. 2 gated parking spots in the driveway and storage shed in back.
Studio.
Yeah, so $4,000, 1,500 square feet, single family home. So okay, but for Tim and Laura, and then Drew and Rebecca potentially, they're willing to pay like $1,000 a person. That's what they're like looking to spend.
So, well, if we split 5 ways,
it could be like $650, $700 a person.
8. What is it? How much is it? 4,000.
It's 4. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be 800 each.
But look at, there's a big garage, dude. That's the studio. The shed we would put, your store or whoever, Burning Man shit. I don't know. There we go. Chickens.
Oh, that's the shed. Yeah, that would just be.
We could just put the old, we could put the studio in there.
Good.
No. Yeah, so there's a patio, backyard. It's a bedroom, the closet, pretty standard. Living room, kitchen, kind of open style. It looks like pink.
Yeah.
Now, where is it really? It's really like
They don't have an exterior shot.
they have one. It was pink, yeah. So it's 1,500 square feet, so it's bigger. So yeah, so that's
It could work.
could work.
If you have 5, yeah.
Would we all want to live together? Would that work?
I don't know. That's a dicey part.
Yeah.
Not that we don't like each other, but it's a different thing.
It's like these are some of the questions you think about while searching for living in the Bay Area. It's like, well, who do you want to live with? Well, I would live with some people. Would they all live with each other? It's like, well, I'm not exactly in charge of that. I mean, I could work it out.
Yeah.
But how much space is there? I almost think like it's either gotta be you, me, Rebecca, and the baby, or
You, Rebecca,
and
Tim, and Laura.
Tim and Laura and
Yeah.
the baby.
Yeah.
The only way it would work for all of us to go in, it's gotta be like, we're talking 6-bedroom. We're talking like, it could work. I think it could.
Or like a house with an in-law.
Yeah, like a house with an in-law.
Because
Like
then
that
it's like,
would work.
a separate backyard thing. So you have
Mhm.
one couple and their shit there, and then another couple in the house, and then the floater person.
I could be in a smaller one with the baby or whatever. I don't know. Right. That would work. So, okay,
Yeah,
how
so
do we
that's-
search for that? How do we search for 2 couples and a
I
baby?
think we're running out of time,
Fuck, we are running out of time.
but this is good. See, we just underdid it. We
Uh-huh.
just primed ourselves
Okay,
for the
so
next
now
one.
we want more. We're hungry for it. Okay. So that segment was called Hunting for Living in the Bay Area.
Yeah, house hunting in the Bay Area.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy that you've been listening this whole time. And if you are happy that you've been listening this whole time, then I would like to invite you to participate in the show. One way you can do it is you can call in 510-859-4173. Yes, you can pick up a telephone and dial 510-859-4173. Leave us a voicemail. Tell us your opinion. You got any questions for us? Thoughts, concerns, ideas? Do you have a topic that needs empathy and imagination? Send it to us. Folks, you can also participate in this podcast by going to YouTube, giving us a thumbs up, a comment, or a subscribe button on our channel there. That would be very helpful. Also, you can find us on patreon.com. Yeah, empathy and imagination is at patreon.com. So if you want to give biomechanical life credits, that is one way to do that. Otherwise, you could come try to be on the show. Do you want to be on the show? Do you think you would be a good guest on this show in person? Well, give us a phone call, and we'd love to hear from you. Ladies and gentlemen, Zeiss Digital is the most important technology company of the 21st century. Have you ever been in any state of disarray, approval, combobulation when you're trying to set up your electronic devices? Well, how does this work? Or maybe you're a musician, you're like, does the interface go to the guitar? Or does the guitar go to the... I don't know. Zeiss Digital, ZICED.net, ZICED.net. For prices and availability, Zeiss Digital. Thank you. Also, folks, are you in the Contra Costa County area? Do you have a body of water that you're in charge of?
Yes.
A hot tub, a pool, a fountain, a big bucket of mayonnaise? Do you?
I do.
Okay, good. Do you ever need help with those things? Is it difficult to deal
Yes.
with bodies of water? Is that ever hard?
Help me.
Have you ever found that there's like leaks or that the waters look kind of green or, there's just trouble, right? Go to clarkpoolspa.com. Write us an email, info@clarkpoolspa.com. Check it out. If you join up now, your first month is 50% off. clarkpoolspa.com. Check it out. Thank you, folks. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you, folks. I appreciate you for being here. Transferring to server. There we go.
Good job.
Yeah, that worked. Good job. You too.
Good job.